Well, I want to get this right off the top. The plug part.
Yes, my new venture.
The thing that'll finally put you on the map.
That's right.
Yeah. It's about time people had started
You know,
to take notice.
we wanted to hop into the podcasting thing before it took off. I don't want to get in when something's glutted. I want to get in when it's fresh. And...
Oh, I my agents, Johnny Come Lately, Incorporated, because it was already. Well, I mentioned this before on here. I have friends who were truly podcast pioneers. Like they were pioneers. Yeah. They were. I went on their podcast and was like, what does that mean? Yeah. Podcast. Yeah. So I was always a little bit hesitant and to be the dilettante who comes in, and especially, you're being a known quantity, you're enjoying a little bit of a head start in the podcast game because people know who you are.
Yes, there's something notable there.
Yeah, and I was always like, it's the Midwestern shame. I can't come in TV boy and I'd like to do one too. But
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, but then it ended up everybody's doing them,
we've had a fascinating time. It's really, I'll help you with the plug. It's called Really No Really. Uh-huh. It's really the brainchild of my creative partner, Peter Tilden. Mm-hmm.
Who I think I've met.
I'm sure you absolutely met Peter.
Must have
Peter
met
was
somewhere along
he was a talk radio host out here for 30 years.
Yeah.
And, I've had two very failed but very fun follow-up series to Seinfeld, and Peter created both of them. Why I'm still with him, I don't know. I'm a glutton for punishment.
Well, third time's the charm.
That's the charmer.
Yeah.
So this was really his idea, but the show is... it's a really simple premise. It's just we explore stuff that makes us go, really?
Yeah.
No, really? And the range is extraordinary.
Yeah.
We actually did a lot of episodes as a proof of concept and then sold it to iHeart.
I see.
Wait,
they're the competition.
Oh, I'm so
Get
sorry.
out.
Yep, out. But it's also available wherever you listen.
Oh, of course, yes.
But I think we've dropped 8 or 9.
Oh, wow.
Full episodes on the air.
And how many did you do before as the proof of concept?
We did about a dozen, but format changed.
I see.
Because we thought, the first one we ever did was based on a Jerry Seinfeld stand-up premise of his observation about why is it that the stall doors in public restrooms don't come down to the floor. Why can't we have that privacy? He does a great bit about it's a little viewing window for your sad belt and your pathetic shoes and your. But he never answers the question because he doesn't know the answer.
Right.
We went, okay, funny observation, but why is that?
Yeah.
So we found an award-winning public restroom designer and we got the answer. And initially when we did that episode, he was our entire episode. Yeah. We did 40 minutes with that guy.
Right.
And he was great, and it was fun, and Peter and I have a fun banter. But we realized that's a lot of time for a single small topic like that. So over the course of developing it to sell it, the episodes tend to start with something quite small, and they balloon up into bigger issues. So that when Bathroom finally aired, we had 3 guests on that, and it became about why are we so quick to surrender our privacy? Why are we so cavalier about that?
Yeah.
And so it starts with something kind of silly, and it often gets, rather, if not heady, significant or thoughtful.
Can I guess the reason that they don't go all the way down?
Sure.
Mopping.
You're the first person to really get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it has to do with, unfortunately, in high traffic public restrooms, the mopping is minimal. What they do is they have almost like a sprayer device, and the tile goes up the walls. So they spray over the top of the stalls.
Oh, wow.
It runs down the walls. It runs across the floor.
And just goes
and you
out.
Notice there's drains in the middle of the floor. So all these guys are doing is squeegeeing down. They don't want to have to deal with doors, so they can go right under since it's all coming down to the floor. They go right under with the thing.
With the sprayer, wow.
Yes.
Yeah, it's got, the bathrooms are the same as an abattoir. It's like just let everything just flows down to a drain. It's,
Yep.
That kind of question to me always is, it's like that's why you join the Admirals Club, so that
That's right.
You get a decent bathroom,
yep.
and it's worth it to be in the Admirals Club just to not have to, because a men's restroom on a busy weekday morning at an airport is the worst place on earth.
You bet.
Absolutely unbelievable.
You bet.
And
by the way, do you know why the hand dryers have replaced the towels? It's not because of saving money on paper.
Saving money on labor, taking trash out?
Vandalism.
Vandalism?
Kids would go in and set the towels on fire. And with enough of a preponderance and repetition that the industry went, no,
hold on,
we're going to switch this up.
Good going, kids.
Yeah. No, America's fine.
Setting fire. That it wouldn't occur to me in 100 years, 100 teen years, to like, oh, why don't I set that on fire?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Come on.
But I do think in those kind of instances, when you said, why do we surrender our privacy? I think like, well, that's like a very modern idea in the first place. You know, I mean, people were tossing their waste into the street, you know, and
they were, but
communal.
When you up until 25 years ago, when you and I went home and we shut our doors, for the most part, there wasn't a real portal looking in,
right?
And we weren't unknowingly broadcasting out.
Yes.
So I don't have this, but many people have the Roomba.
Yes.
Well, the Roomba is a communication device, and as it's going around your home, do you know how it learns? It maps your house.
Yeah.
Well, it also maps and sends a signal out about the mapping of your house. That absolutely true. It's like, there it is.
Yeah.
Everybody has a Ring doorbell.
Yeah.
Well, if my neighbor has it, I'm on.
Yeah.
So we don't have a choice anymore.
No.
We really can't.
No.
Insist on privacy, but in a restroom, you know the old adage in our business: if you can see the camera can see you. Well, if you're sitting on the toilet and you're seeing clearly the faces of passersby, they're seeing you.
They sure are. They sure are.
There's no privacy.
Yeah. Oh, there's something egalitarian to it.
Aren't we all equal?
We're all enjoying the same amount of shameful indulgence.
That's how people get over stage right. They go, imagine they're all pooping somewhere. So.